Hello, Akko here again. Welcome back to Resonant Rise. I'm on the server at the minute with Sace and Dixonari, and I've got a plan for this episode. I'm going to get all my stuff in here. As you can see down here, actually, I'm in the process of remodeling still. I've not really had time to really do much as yet, but first thing I've done is I've made the doors a bit wider. I've made some carpenter blocks, half slabs, and I've made the doors wider so I don't keep getting stuck in the walls. So I think that looks a little bit better. So they're actually two wide doors, but they're made odd by using half slabs, so I can't actually have even stuff, but they are too wide, so that's like an even door, but it's an odd even door. I like it. So my plan for the episode is I'm going to make some more alchemical constructs. I'm going to have 6 alchemical constructs across here for the ore processing, dedicated ones for the ore processing, one for each of the 6 ores that we can do this process on. And I'm going to do a little subnetwork. First time I played with subnetworks, so we'll see how that goes. But it might go alright, it might not. But yeah, I'm going to do a little I've had a little play around in my single player test world. It's using storage buses and ME interfaces, and I think it's going to work. It's not as in depth as many of the subnetworks that I've seen. I know some of them are crazy. King Daddy Max P2P storage thing on his mod source LP is awesome. Right, what I'm going to do first though, I'm just going to mess about. I had a little idea, so I wonder if this guy puts out a redstone signal when he's got an item on him. And he does, which is awesome. So, what I've done is I've jumped under it. I actually need, before I go anywhere, to craft some carpenter's blocks. Oh, that as well. If I look for craftable stuff, it doesn't show anything. So I've put a normal crafting terminal here, because if I look for craftable stuff on this, it does show stuff. Now, what I've not got is I've not got any craftable. No, I don't think that'll make a difference. I don't think it's got its own craft pattern, does it? No crafting pattern type thing. No, it's just normal crafting patterns. So I just don't think that shows crafting patterns at the minute, which is a bit of a shame. So I've made a crafting terminal for down here, and yeah, what I want is some carpenter's blocks because I've run out. Oh no, can't be doing with that. So carpenter's blocks, and I've just had to make some planks. There's not really planks. I've actually given my chop golem to Gar because he's clearing an island with a load of trees. He's not started his series on here yet. He's doing a lot of prep work before he does, and he's clearing an island of trees. And all the trees on Resonant Rise 3 are huge. So I've lent him my chop golem so you can just place it down at the base of a tree and get it to chop the tree down for him. So I've not got no wood coming in again at the minute, but I should be okay because I'm not really using much. Right, what I've done down here is I've just knocked these 12 blocks out so I could get the blocks above them. The blocks above these are the arcane pedestals around my altar. And what I've done is underneath each one I've put a transvector dislocator. That doesn't have to be underneath each one. And it would have probably been simpler if I'd not put them right underneath here. Because I could have run redstone to them from this guy a lot easier. So, but they're there now, so we'll see how it goes. I might have to cut and move these in if it gets too much of a problem. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put that there. So that's going to get a 15 signal. Oh yeah, I'm actually going to. I like these, but for this, to keep things simple, I'm actually going to use normal red alloy wire. No, I'm not. I've only got 3. We'll see how this goes. I might have to amplify some. So first thing I want to do is. So this is of course a remote comparator. You've seen me use these a few times, and it's got a crystalline eye in it. I've linked the crystalline eye to the arcane pedestal upstairs. So if you look at that, watching arcane pedestal, and it's the one that's in the centre of the altar where your item to craft goes on. Yeah, the one that's above that transdimensional transceiver. That is working perfectly, by the way. That's the online detector. So my nether wart filled up from like I was doing 20 odd stacks. It filled up to 256 stacks while I was offline. And then it starts using it, and it's going down a little bit while I'm online, but that's fine. So, right, what I want here is, I think I'm doing this right. I'm not gate, and then where's my pulse farmer got? I had a damn pulse farmer. Oh, there it is. That inventory tweak's messing with me. And then I want to bring that back. So basically what I want here is I want this to pulse. No, I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen at all. I don't want that feeding back that way. If I want it to feed that way when it gets a pulse from here. Will that still work? I don't think it will it? No, I don't want it to flash like that. Give me a minute to sort this out. Okay then, I decided to actually go with the Project Red stuff for this because it just makes it a little bit simpler. What I've done is I've made a load of red alley cable, and what I think I need is an OR gate. So I've made an OR gate. There it is. And what this will do is this. Yeah, that's the out. So if that's the out, why is that not in? It is on. Okay, cool. Okay, right, yeah, that's good. So let me get my screwdriver. So what I want, basically what I want to do here is not go to sleep. I thought that was my bloody bag. Where's my bag? It's up there. Brilliant. Blue, you see, it was the same colour, so that was close enough. I don't think I need to disable that, but I don't want to do it anyway. Come on. Disable that, and while I'm at it, I'm going to disable 2 of them, just so that one's on, just so it doesn't have any crosstalk. Cool. So basically what I want is, I want this pulse to pulse whenever there's a signal, or the signal's turned off. So that's what this little thing's doing here. And there's probably a block that does this, but if there is, it's escaping me at the minute. So the next question is that going to trigger that just by being there, or do I have to feed this right up against the side of the block? So I guess bricking that would show me. No, nothing happens if I do that. Why would anything happen if I do that? There's nothing on there. Failing everything. Let me just try by putting that on there. And that stayed there. Okay. Oh, no, it's gone. Ooh. But it ain't working properly because it's only working on the second pulse. So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it so that there's nothing there when you come in here. It's just like that. And then when you put an item on there to craft it, all the pillars are going to pop up. So something's just escaping my logic. It's late in the day again. Last few days I've been recording late in the day because my mother's been off work because she's had an operation on her hand that makes hand work properly again. Does that make sense? So they also been very busy every day, people here and stuff. So I've just not been able to record during the day. So I've been doing a lot of prep work and stuff, but I've been unable to record. So that is why the videos are late. But as you may have noticed, I'm a little bit crazier later in the day. I'm a bit more normal early on. So you're getting to see a different side of me. That's makes even more mistakes than I do early on. Anyway, right. Let me have a quick think about this. And now I've done that, so they're going to be out of key with each other. So, right, I want to. Let me take that off for now. Let's put a lever there. I'll play with it with a lever. I'll get it working. I'll come back. Okay, I was overthinking things a bit. What I should have done is not bother with the OR gate. The problem with the OR gate was it was not dropping the output when I was changing states. So when I was changing states from one to the other, the output was staying on. Was what I needed it to actually the output to come off and then go back on again to pulse again. So instead, I've got rid of the OR gate. I just put a second pulse former there. That's much simpler. So I've got an on signal that pulses when the signal comes on, and I've got a NOT gate there inverting that so it pulses when the signal goes off. So as you can see, my 12 pedestals, when I turn the signal off, disappear. When I turn the signal on, reappear. Cool. So I want it the other way around though, don't I? So Yeah, I think I want it the other way around. No, I don't. That's good. So, yes, I don't want it the other way around. I do, yes. So, let me put this back. And put that back in there. And, yeah, because there's a thing up there, they should be up there. So, all I need to do now is make my brain work. I need to pulse it once, don't I? So, there we go. Brain's not working very well at all. So if we go up here then, I'll have to cut again in a minute because I've not actually crafted the bits for the next part of the episode. So we've got a thing on there. Take it off. Yeah, awesome. I like that. So if we come into here, I want to craft something. There's no pedestals here, and I want to craft something that has a lever as a target thing. So my lever goes on there, and the ingredients to craft it go on there, of course. I'll put my lever on there. Bam. And my pedestals appear like magic because it's a magic room. Wonderful. Cool. Right, I'll get all the bits I need crafted for this. I'm going to need 6 alchemical constructs. I'm going to start playing with some of the coloured dense cable because I've been a bit boring up to now. I'm just using the, not dense cable, coloured smart cable because I've been a bit boring up to now, just using the normal fluid stuff. I put this here after last episode. It's a little bit, I don't think it fits with the room very well though. So I might have to have a vacuum hopper down next to each one of these. I don't know. I need something to catch all that XP because it's ridiculous the amount of XP that falls out of these. And yeah, so the first bit of the episode we get the alchemical constructs put in. Now what my problem is I cannot. It might work. I maybe just don't understand it well enough, but I cannot seem to get the Essentia providers working on a subnetwork and talking to the main network. So maybe I just don't understand how they work well enough. But there is there Essentia? I don't think there's an Essentia storage bus, or is there? There is an Essentia storage bus, and there's not an ME interface type one, is there? That's what there isn't one. There's not an ME interface one. No. There is a storage bus, so I should be able to get it to work. But I couldn't get it to work anyway. But I've found a way around it that actually uses 8 channels for the 6 alchemical constructs. So like I say, I'll get a load of bits made and I'll be back. I'm gonna have to sort this out up here. I keep getting Eldritch Guardians up here. I've been jumped twice in the last 10 minutes by the Eldritch Hitmen. I should probably check my sanity levels. They may be creeping up again. Now I believe I did hear somewhere that as an I was adding it, so that if you stop doing stuff that increases your warp, it'll gradually fade over time, which is pretty cool. Because see, if I stopped doing Thaumcraft now, when I went onto other mods, Witchery, Galacticraft, the pack's got loads of mods we could have a go at, then I'd still keep getting jumped because of because the Eldritch are after me forever. So I need to tie that up a bit, don't I? I need to tie this room up a lot, Christ. But yeah, I think he's changing it so that you will gradually lose your level of warp, which is pretty cool. Right, what I want to do here is I want to be past this, so I have to come off the middle. Oh, for God's sake! What's my insanity level at? These are mostly alright unless you get a nightmare one like that. He might be an issue. The rest, you can just ignore them. Even though it's a bit irritating. Where's my insanity thing? Sanity checker. Yeah, I've got no light purple. This is just my permanent warp getting to me. Right, should help you a lot. Will more come? Oh. Yeah, look, more coming. Go away! I'm not as insane as I think I am. Oh, come here, you. Lion wants them. These random things drop the ectoplasm. Them guys. And Lion's using them to armour up his NPCs at his village, his Yokai temple. So I shall pass that along. Right, now I've got an inventory full of stuff that I don't want. So, Do I even want to be down here yet? To work out exactly where this shit needs to be, don't I? So let's go back up here. So all that down here, and now I'm going back up. If I can actually fit my fat head through the hole, get through there, fat head. And now, I saw a massive TPS drop there. FPS drop there even. Right, whew. Everything is a chore. 1, 2, 3. Gap. 1, 2, 3. Tidy this up later. That'll have a blackstone down there, so it looks a bit nicer. Now I'm going to want, first of all, 6 nitro, and then we're going to want 6 cauldrons, which we then need to wand into being 6 crucibles. And I've not done that right at all, have I? What's going on? Messed it up. Messed that end up. Have I got room for a gap of 3 in the middle? I didn't think I did have. Nothing going right ever again. Right, I must have had it like that. Actually, probably best off leaving this out. I'm not going to need to be under there anyway. So, if you wanted to see a Let's Build episode, this is a kind of going to be one, because it's going to take me a while to sort this out, I reckon. Right, that's where I want them. 1, 2, 3. No. That was inventory tweaks that time. That wasn't me. Oh look, that was inventory tweaks. What are you doing putting that into my inventory for? Shithead thing. Look. So what I need to start doing is clicking these straight away, because they take quite a bit on my staff, and it's only got a 50. This staff, of course. It refills off my blood, so it's a little bit slow off my LP network. I could have gone and got my primal staffer in there, of course, but where's my FPS gone, really? As if it chose now to abandon me. Yeah, that's good. So then, in front of these, like I said last few episodes, I don't need to use hungry chests. I could put a chest right in the front. I don't think I can put like a bus right in the front. I could certainly put a chest right in the front. But I like the hungry chests, so any excuse to have a little chest going nom nom nom, I'm all over it. So yeah, I'm going to want to be in here, and I'm going to also want to be up there, one further back. I should have maybe cleared all this out first. What are you doing? Yep. Move for equal traded. I faced that the wrong way as well. I mean, inventory's getting fuller and fuller. Oh, what's going on? Get off you. Shift F. Equal trade. Removed. Oh, I've done that again. I don't want it that way. I've got to be at the front. I don't think I can turn these either. I've tried doing like a shift click with a wand. I thought I'd be able to face it towards me. That's how I do it with the tubes in it. There probably is a way, I just don't know what it is. And I'm failing this much, might as well carry on failing. Alright, that's facing the front. Where did the guy go? Alright, before I forget as well, something else I need to do is... No, where is it? Where you gone? I need to automate the production of both metallum. That's there now, look. It was always there, was it? Oh, I just picked it up. Metallum and order. Metallum is going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to set that for a crafting export bus, I believe, with a essential level emitter So when it drops below a certain level of censure, I'm going to throw iron in and cook up. And order we are going to use. I'm actually going to fill one of the furnace things with order all the time. So that should work alright. Right. What I want to do on the bottom of these is I want storage buses. I've decided I'm going to go yellow for my little sub network here, and red for the. I want to connect it to the main network. So this yellow smart cable I'm going to want under here. So this will be getting facaded, so you actually see any of this, which is a bit of a shame. This kind of looks cool. So that's going to go there, and then underneath here we are going to come into it down there, of course, and on the bottom of this, there's storage buses. Yeah, I'm going to want an export bus, and touching that, I'm going to want a storage bus. I believe. Is that the wrong way around? I might have to come back to that. That's not what I want there at all. That's total lies. And the top one, I want a ME interface is what I want. Well, I've got two of them. That's all I need. Yep. Make them into the small version, and ME interface goes on there. Wonderful. Now, next thing we need is the bit I've not made yet. I've just realised is I need 6 Essentia providers to provide Essentia into these, and they are, I believe, all infusion crafting, aren't they? So I guess I'm going to have to cut and go do that, because that's the next bit we need to fasten on. Where's my... How quick my inventory's filled up with full of junk. Logistics, Essentia provider. Yep, so I need to do 6 arcane infusions. Wonderful. Back in about an hour. Okay, we're getting there. I've got 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one of these on the go. Yeah, the 4th one. And it's not going too bad. It takes a while though, because each one of these needs 64 machinery. So it's the actual infusion bit is the longest part of it. This guy is a godsend. I needed 4 stacks of machinery. Just slung it in there really quick. Sorted. I needed some precantatio, some permutatio. Just chuck it all in, and it's all into your system really quick. So that's really, really good. Really worth getting. If you get to the point where you can do the Eldritch stuff, I just stick with like 1 or 2 of them things, one of the basic ones, and then go straight for this thing. It's really good. Really, really much quicker. Right. So, as far as I can tell, and I may be wrong, I often am. As far as I can tell, these guys, one, they don't share power between them, so you actually have to connect direct to them. So these are actually going to be on my main system, and they don't seem to take channels either. From where, unless my eyes were lying to me. So that means you'll go nice and red. No, when it's powered it will. So this is going to be my red line. And that's going to have 6 of them guys on it, and above that I'm going to have 6 export buses, and I've called another meteor down because I need this. Now after the episode I'll work out speed upgrades and stuff in these. I don't even, you're not meant to connect. I'm going to have to connect that to power first. I should have done that with a wrench. So this needs to be connected to power first. So let's sort this bit out. Meh. So that's... How many things are connected to that? Too many things. Too many things. We'll have to disconnect that side for now. This infernal furnace setup's probably going to have to be next episode, because this is taking longer than I had wanted it to. Mostly because of my own ineptitude, of course. And nothing to do with you lovely people. It's me who's getting it all long-winded. Yeah, so that is now connected to that. That's good. That's under the ground still, isn't it, there? Yeah. So that wants to come there. then there, then there, and then I believe there. Now, will any of this be showing on the outside? Possibly. So that wants to go there, I think. So I think that's that side sorted. Now, why have you gone red and not you two? You two should have gone red. Why have you not? You've got the right amount of channels there, so they haven't changed colour. Oops. Smash them in. Put them on again. So yeah, it doesn't integrate seamlessly, let's say. No, we haven't gone red at all. Won't connect. There we go, now they've gone red, cool. So now when we connect the export buses onto this, and I connect the yellow cable, then the yellow cable will not connect to the essential providers, which is exactly what we want it to happen. Cool. Right, I'll go get the next one of them. I can't get out, can I? Yes, I can. Oh, no, I can't. I'll go get the next infusion on back in a minute. Okay then, we're getting there. We are actually getting there. What I've done is I've run some dense cable. I don't know why I said that didn't use channels. I knew it did. I don't know what I was thinking. I've run some dense cable under here. I've had to go slightly off centre, and my FPS has just tanked again. It was alright when I wasn't recording. I shall have to check a few things out. So we come across there. So as far as I can tell, we should have 8 channels coming off this end, which is exactly what this is going to take. I've tidied things up a little bit. What I need to do is I broke all these again. So that's like the 3rd time. Shift F, get rid of that one vehicle trade off there. So 3rd time I put them together because I couldn't get the facades on. See the void stone facades. Even though this doesn't take the full block, it actually does take the full block when you're trying to click on stuff. So I could not get the facades on. Maybe other people know how to, but it wasn't working for me. So yeah, I had to brick all them again, all 6 of them. But luckily for me, I took the facade off, you son of a... I don't want you to do that. I have to do it again on this side because I want these to fasten to the red. If I click you on the red, will that help? It will. I could have just done that in the first place. Go red, please. Thank you. So if I put that back, I have to break that end one again. Doing like the same job for 18 times. It's a shame this will all get covered up because it kind of looks nice, doesn't it? These different coloured cables, I like them. So I think Lucy is working towards werewolfdom lycanthropy from Witchery, which is very cool. Which is the version that we've got in here now. That's kind of I'm missing quite a lot from Witchery. I did quite a bit in season 2 of Resonant Rise, but I didn't get right to the end game of it by any means. And I've watched a bit of Lion's videos from his Witch in the Wood series, which is very good. So that's looking right from the front. Okay. Now, in the back of these, so what we've got. How should I explain this? So I'm going to explain this as if you've not done any kind of subnetwork before. So basically what we do, we're separating the cables by having different colours. And this red one is our main network. So as you can see, it's powered. You can tell by the lines on it there. So our red main network is feeding into the 6 essential providers. Now, you'd think that you can maybe use export buses on this, but because these are advanced alchemical constructs, they will only take essential providers as far as I can work out, as far as I'm aware. That's what the book says, and that seems to be the case. So that's my main network is putting essential into them when this alchemical construct calls for it, yeah? But so, because we've got like 6 inputs into the top ones, and we're going to have 6 outputs from the chest there, that's going to take 18 channels if we was doing it just with one network. So by splitting into a sub-network, what I can do is I can put these 6 chests onto one bit, which is one channel, and I can put them 6 export buses onto another bit, which is another channel. So the way we do that is by using buses. So first thing we need to do though is we need to connect these in a way that gives them power, and you do that by using quartz fibre. Now normally your quartz fibre is used for making your cables. It's the bit that goes there, that you use to make your basic cables. What you can do with it is if you put it between two coloured smart cables, it's going to connect them like that, and now you see that is now connected, and you can see it's using 6 of its channels, 7 of its channels. And the 7 channels it's using, I should have not facaded that bit first so we can still see. The 7 channels it's using are the 6 storage buses I've put on the bottom of these. So they've got a storage bus on each of them. So basically, whatever is in these chests acts as the storage of this little subnetwork. And in the ME interface, what I can do is I'll be able to put what's in them chests into here, and it'll feed them out into whatever I'm attaching to that, which is a storage bus on the main network. So the main network, I might have to restart because the FPS is just terrible. My main network looks down, sees this storage bus, and it's going to see whatever's in that ME interface as part of its own inventory. So what's going to be in this interface is the native clusters. It's going to be a stack of native clusters, so that my main network will be able to pull them out and put them into the infernal furnaces, because it just sees this as any storage, a chest or whatever. So that's how it's going to get things out. It puts things in the same way. What we're doing to put things in is we do the same thing but the opposite way. So if we get our yellow cable across there, and what we need to do is we need to get this to talk to each other down here. So this is the same but opposite. So what we want to do with this is we want, right, which way does this want to be? So we want our main network to have a storage bus on it. I was on the wrong one now, haven't I? Yep. We want our main network to have a storage bus on it, like so. And our subnetwork to have an ME interface. What did I write the first time? I was... God, I think I was right the first time, because I need to put things out from the ME interface. Yeah. So right, my main network has the ME interface. My subnetwork has a storage bus. Right. So what? Yeah, that's correct. Right. So what I want to do with this is I want to configure this to export from this ME interface out of the main network. It's going to export into this storage bus of the subnetwork. So what we want to go into here is a stack of each of our ores that are coming into this. So copper, tin, iron, gold, silver, and lead. Cool. And see, I've not even got, that's all gold you get from one meteor is about 47 on average, I guess. So if we're looking here now, we don't see anything. If we had a terminal, and I could probably get a terminal just to show you really quick. If we had a terminal and put it on here, what you'd see in this little subnetwork is just them 6 stacks. I don't think I've got a terminal. Okay, I just quickly jumped over there to make a terminal so I can actually show you. And my FPS seems a little bit better since I've pressed record again. So hopefully that's going to stick with me. So first thing we've got to do though is if we put this terminal on, nothing's going to happen, because we've not actually connected this to power yet, have we? So this is where I trap myself in here again. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull a line off my main there, and I'm going to pull a line off the yellow, and I'm going to put that other bit of quartz fibre between them, and now that's going to get power, and you're going to see 6. Is that 6? I can never tell. It's bright looking at that, isn't it? Get my bloody eyes. So if we put a terminal on that, what you should see is our 6 ingot types. There we go, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're going down because this is connected and they've got filters in. I put the 3 things into them ones, so them ones just taking anything on that side. We'll just check that out. So let's take that off there because we don't need that. And let me work my way across this side. So into these then, these export buses, we want to put one of each thing in. So we want gold to go into that one, we want silver to go into that one, and we want lead to go into that one. And like I say, I'll put acceleration cards in these if they need them, but I'm not sure exactly how quick it's going to go. So what we can do now is if we click on the front of this, because it's getting the correct ore in there, it's asking for aspects. So all I've got to do is click on that and it's going to start chucking them out into there. Awesome. So we've got 1 for each of the ores. And there's no gold, so I have to put that in manually for now because that's all gold I've got in my system. Silver and lead. So I'm not sure if that's any much slower than that. I'm guessing it's run out of order. Yeah, it has, look. That's why I need to automate the order. So there we go, we've got them going in. So now in the same vein, if we put this terminal I made, that seems to have thrown away. Where the hell's that gone? Look at that. Just chucking ME terminals away. If we put this terminal onto this side, we will see that in the storage buses on these, we are showing native clusters. Because that goes to an ME interface there, what we can do with the ME interface now. Is it gone again? Where the hell is it gone? I have to turn my magnet on. My cake factory broke in the weirdest way. My cake factory seems to dupe buckets, because every time I leave it for a day or two, oh, the hungry chest's eating it, hasn't it? Of course it has. Every time I go back after a day or two, there seems to be more buckets on the left there. Now I don't know if people are passing by and losing buckets to it. I don't think they are. So I think it's actually taking buckets off people. I think it's actually duping buckets. So all I can do at the minute is put 26 in there. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 of each. So, for now, once this gets built up, 1, get my weight, 1. So a terminal on this little subnetwork shows you all the contents of it. But if we look at our main system in a minute, once I put these in here, so we've got tin, iron, gold, silver, lead. Cool. So they can go back in there. I don't mind which chest they're going, I'll chuck them all in there for now. So now, if we look at our main system, and there goes the FPS again. It seems a little better over this side. So it's well, the turn round is terrible. So if I look for native clusters, we will see that I must have had a couple left in there from before. Don't know why, but there we go. So all you're seeing is that one, but then we can use that to feed into our infernal furnaces. So that's pretty much that bit done. Now the next bit I need to do is do a similar thing again with subnetworks for these. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should be able to get all of that onto 1 or 2 channels. But what we've got here, instead of that using 18 channels, it's using 8. So you can see there, it's using all 8 of this single line coming out into back into this dense there. So that's getting 8 of its channels used for that. So we've got a little subnetwork there. Awesome. Right, now I'm going to wrap up very soon because it's getting late. It's gone midnight. So, and I've got to go out tomorrow, so I don't want to be too tired. So I ain't got long left. What I want to do though is before I go, I want to set up a automatic auto production. So I'm going to get that done. But for that, I need to set a couple of things up over that side of the basement of the Farmatorium, I guess. So I'll get that sorted. I'll be back in a bit. Here we are then, back for what should be the final part of the episode. And the episode's 40 minutes long already, so it's longer than I thought it was. It seems I spent more time talking balls than I thought I had. So, right, what I've got to do is... Oh, I'm nowhere near as ready as I thought I was for this bit. Right, first of all, what I've got to do is change things around a little bit with this. So this was just set up with 2 ME Essentia interface buses on there. I actually want to get rid of that top one, so I'm going to do something different up there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come into the wall there. So there's something here you're not going to see. What I'm going to put up here is a void jar. That's going to go there. And we are going to connect to the back of this alembic with 2 Essentia tubes, which I've only got 1 of. Good start. It's going to look a bit scruffy, isn't it? That arcane alimbic's going to stay exactly where it is. That's good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a export bus onto there, and we're going to put a crafting upgrade in that. Yeah, so nothing should be going in there yet. Oh, there's enough channels for this. And what I want to get from over here is a chiseled stone, if I've got any. And I've not got any, so look, I'm going to craft 1. Let's have a look. I've not done anything with a crafting card yet, so let's see how this works. So what I want to do is put that in there and say, please craft me them to put in there. And it's working. Put 1 in. Is it going to keep sending them? Please keep sending them. Use stocked items or craft items while exporting. Yes. Only craft items. So are you going to make more? I want you to keep pushing them, please. Looks like it is, but it's going very slow. Right. So is that going to push them forever though? So anyway, what we're getting is 1, we are getting Ordo in there, which is good. So bam, I've now labelled that for Ordo. And what we should get then is Terra going into that top one, because when you cook this you get Ordo and Terra. So it's got nothing in the top one. Come on. Do what I want you to do. That's a surprise. I thought I'd be pushing Terra into there. Where's the Terra going then? Is it all in there? Right, let me speed this up. You get the gist. What we're doing is we're getting Ordo into the system because the system needs Ordo to cook this stuff. So what we should be seeing in here is as this is getting Ordo, it should be cooking a little bit. There we go, look. So that's what's happening there. So what I need to do now is I have got in here, there we go, essential level limiters. I had a little play with these about a week or so ago, and what I want to do is capture some Ordo when it's in here, because that stuff's taking it all. Oh dear. Right, do I have to stop that, do I? I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I can... Let me make 64 of them. Oh cool, I've restarted because I was having FPS issues, and as you can see there, 7, 8, you can see there I have changed it so that now when I do a crafting, when I do a crafting there, you see it's in base 8 because Humans should use base 8. So that's going in there really slow. I'm guessing that's just because there's no speed upgrades in that. It's just transferring really slow. So use stocked items or craft, so that's good. So that should bang all them stocked ones in a bit quicker. So I'm right. My thing upstairs must be too slow for it. And have we got any? Right, we've got that as well. So cool. So always want terror to go into that one, and the terror is just going to go at the back and get voided because if you look in here, you'll see I've got 5,700 terror, so I don't need anything of that saving. Right, what I wanted to do was that's going to get sucked out straight away as well. I can't get any order without it getting pulled out anyway. Well, that's amazing. That is amazing. I'll tell you what I can do. I can drag that off there and wait, so I've got 8 in there. Oh Christ. And right, what I want to do then is this level emitter, I think is going to have to go like there. So if that's just going to connect, isn't it? So how do I get a level emitter to touch that? So let's have a look at it. That's what it looks like, and I want it to put a signal onto that thing. So do I do it from behind? For this I need a vial of auto, which is why I'm trying to get a bit of auto in there. Cool, I've got some now. So if I get a vial of that, there we go. So now in the level emitter I can go like that, and that's set to auto now. So that's how you do your essential level emitters. I'm just trying to work out how I get it to touch that. Touch it. Well, give me a minute, I'll work it out. I bet there was some pretty heavy face palming going on there, wasn't there? I'm still kind of stuck in the mindset of AE1 still, and multi-part. It got me with the what's the is it the trigger bus, the toggle bus? That was it. Got with the toggle bus the other week on my Direwolf 20 series. So yeah, you actually put it on the block you want it to be on, of course. So there we go. Essential level limiter there. I've got it set for 34 at the minute. I'm just gonna. I changed that to base 8, but I forgot to change these to base 8, hadn't I? So I need to get these done off camera at some point. So there we go. I've put that to 64. So that should now send some in there. So it's gone off. Think about it or what? You want to think about stuff? Let's put you in there. Got pulled him out of the thing. Well, that's not good, is it? Come on, you should be working. Active out signal. Signal's off. Come on, damn it. There we go. That took its time, didn't it? Christ. So there we go. I've got that set to 64. So that should turn off at 64 again. That, of course, I don't know if I mentioned it. That is a void jar. That's an upgraded jar. That means that'll always keep accepting more essentially. If it's full, then it'll just keep letting it go in there. So that's why we've got the terror going into that. So that's just going to fill up forever and not stop the auto producing. So that's the key with that bit. We want that to void so that this can keep producing. So that should trigger at 64. What I put in here is I'm going to put a redstone card in because that lets it be redstone controlled, and I put a couple of speed upgrades in there, but they don't seem to do a lot because spiders again. Because this thing itself really slow in it. So yeah, there we go. That's that bit. One last thing before I go, I didn't mention over this side. I had to change something. Now, on the storage bus down here, very important on the storage bus is I had to change that setting there to extract only. because when it was set to extract insert, anything I threw into my AE system over there that didn't have a place to go, it just kind of started throwing it in that chest. So I just disabled all these again just so I could get that auto to a level, because I've got loads of stacks of iron for it to get through. So yeah, the storage bus there, you've got to make sure to extract on it so it can pull the native clusters out of this subnetwork, but it can't force anything into these chests, otherwise it would use these chests for storage. There we go. Right, got quite a bit done in the end, I think. Next episode we'll probably be getting this part built into it, in a bit of a better way. Again, probably using piss off spider subnetworks. So thank you as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And are you at 64 yet? It looks like you are yet. So that's at 64. So that should stop sending, and it has. Say it's at 59. So it's going to have another 64 on top of whatever I set that to. So I'm probably going to set that for something like 1024, 512 or something. So there we go. Right, I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.